Work, win Carnelian, then came Helios.
Romantic warrior, forever young, a race for the ages.
Journalism has to fight back. Journalism has lost a lead to sovereignty.
If you start watching horse racing in 2025, you are very lucky. With the rise of Umamusume, we experienced one of the most amazing horse racing years ever. Calendagan, Kind Rising, Romantic Warrior, new fans were stunned by their dominance, and that gave me an idea. What are the most dominant victories of this century? While asking myself, some old legend appeared, and that's why I'm here making this video. I want to share with you the best racing memories in my brain. Precaution: this video is for 2000 to 2025. Stop yelling about secretariats. Before we enter our list, let's talk about the standard of dominance. That can be related to another topic, rating system. As the world ranking of 2025 was published, many new fans were confused. I think the reason is that many of you are not aware of the perspective of rating system. In human sports, we focus on the total number, but in horse racing, they focus on the dominance of your best race. Yes, one single race. So here comes an issue. How to race a race? For me, I have three standards: level of opponents, winning margin, and record time. Level of opponents is always the topmost priority. Even for G1 races, Futurity Stakes and Arima-Kinen are entirely different level. I think some of you might be confused by this part. Why is winning margin more important than record time? The reason is that track conditions shifted every day. Also, the record time heavily rely on the pace of front runners, but most great horses are end closers, so they cannot decide the record time by themselves. Take Rudolph for example. He had the slowest time of the Japan Cup, but obviously he's not the weakest. So I would say record time is a good standard, but not the most important one. In this video, I will give all races a score from 0 to 10 for each three standards and explain my analysis. All of them are based on my personal view. If you have different thoughts, leave your list in the comments. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Kind Rising 2025 Hong Kong Sprints.
The centre, Lucky Swain S, and then came Lucky With You, and Cardam's tacking on, but O'Sheen Murphy's lost his irons at the start. It's Ying Rising, 4:50 to go on the sprint. Zach brings him 3 off the rail, and he has them all chasing. 3 lengths over Fast Network, win Carnelian, then came Helios Express. It's Ying Rising, the crowd lifts, 2:50 to go. He's 3 lengths on Fast Network, and then came Helios Express. This is what we came to see. 16 in a row, the world's best sprinter. He is just unbeatable. Ying Rising has won the Longines Hong Kong Sprint for fun. What a horse, what a win.
This race is the motivation I made this video. It's such a rare thing, especially for a sprint race, to win by a large margin. You can obviously see Kind Rising started to slow down in the final meters because jockey Zach Purton was not pushing him at all. It's very impressive to see a track record without running at full speed. The only issue is the opponents. Currently, top sprinters in the world are not good enough to force Kind Rising to show his full ability. and that's why I can't give this race a better rank. Anyways, it's lucky to witness the era of Ka in racing. Let's anticipate his new record together. Number 9. Winx, 2015 Cox Place.
To follow him home, just had to clip off heels there. Winx got the dream run and shot to the lead from the cleaner. Criterion trying to get going with Highland Reel. They're followed by Hartnell and Happy Trails right off the track, but Winx is away and gone round the home turn. 3 lengths in front of Highland Reel, Criterion, and then came the cleaner, but Winx is well clear from Criterion and Highland Reel. Winx kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win! Winx has bolted in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths to Criterion. Highland Reel ran third, Cornish A4, then Hartnell, Faulkner, the cleaner, Galo Shop, followed by Preferment, Arrogate. Back behind them is Happy.
While talking about the longest win streak, Winx, 33 consecutive wins, including 25 G1, is a must-mention record. However, due to racing in only one country and a lack of mid-distance experts in Australia, her record is always controversial, and that's why 2015 Cox Place is on the list. This race is one of the few races that proved her ability against strong international challengers. Highland Reel, a 7-time G1 winner, constantly placing top 3 in major races all around the world. Facing such a big deal, Winx still destroyed him by a large margin and proved herself. She is a real champion. Number 8. Almond 2020 Japan Cup.
Into the home straight and sticks to the fence, leads out by 9 lengths. It's Gasecki approaching the 400-metre mark. Has he gone too fast, too early? Glory Vase and Armand. Here comes Curran Bouquet d'Or, Contrail and Daring Tact out wider. It's still Gasecki in front. Armand issuing the challenge. Glory Vase along the inside. Here comes Contrail and Curran Bouquet d'Or. Here comes Armand and Contrail. Armand in a blaze of glory. She's starting to shorten stride. She's in front. Good on you, girl. Sayonara in your last race. Armand wins. Contrail, Bouquet d'Or. Flashing home late. Daring Tact along the inside. Glory Vase. Then...
Well, no further explanation. The battle of 3 Triple Crown winners, a race of the century. Number 7. Equinox, 2023 Dubai Sheema Classic.
Cruising along here on the front end. Mostadaf on the outside second. Down toward the rail in third position is Botanic. Zagray is fourth on the outside. Break of another 2, and Rebels Romance is starting to get moving now. He's got 4 lengths to make up, and a very tough customer to catch in Equinox, who has the lead at the top of the stretch. Equinox yet to be set down. He turns for home in control. Mostadaf on the outside second. Zagray is third. Rebels Romance trying to make his move down the center. Westover 2 and Shariar on the outside, but Equinox is still going strong, and he's lengthening his lead down to the 16th pole. Here is the titan of the world's turf. He is Equinox. He scores for Japan by 4 lengths on the wire. Westover was second, Zagray was third, and Mostadaf was fourth. The final time, 2:25.65, is a new course record.
To conclude this race, I want to quote a title from Hong Kong media. He won like he was doing daily training. On the field, we got Rebels Romance, the 2-time Breeders' Cup Turf winner. Westover, the 2nd place in the arc. Shahiyadu, the Japanese Derby winner. Against in total 7 G1 runners. It should be an intense fight, but Equinox dominated it in a record-breaking fashion. No pushing, no whip, all the way to the finish line so effortless. Number 6. Danedream, 2011 Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
Galakova's trying to get up on the rail, then Nakayama Festa, followed then by Workforce, who's well back again this year. So You Think's only got 3 behind him, and Silver Pond is one of them. It's now young Joseph O'Brien who drives St Nicholas Abbey up in the centre to take the lead as they come to the home turn on the inside Treasure Beach. They're followed then by Sharetta, who's battling on well. They're followed then behind them by Danedream, and out wider then is Haruno Damore, followed by Snow Fairy, who's battling on well. It's anybody's race, the Arc here, as they race up now, halfway up the home straight. And now Danedream for Germany takes it up clearly, has sprinted 3 lengths in front of Sharetta, followed by St Nicholas Abbey. Snow Fairy coming late, and So You Think from the clouds, but the bird has flown. Danedream goes on to win the Arc for Germany. In second place is Sharetta, and third then the Snow Fairy.
Well, this video cannot be complete without the Arc. While talking about the Arc, this year is often forgotten. Few people still remember how good this German filly really was. The 2011 Arc was filled with insanely great horses, maybe the most competitive Arc ever. Nakayama Festa, the second place of the previous year's Arc. Workforce, the previous year's winner. So You Think, a 10-time G1 winner. Snow Fairy, a 6-time G1 winner. St. Nicholas Abbey, the horse defeated Gentle Donna in Dubai Sheema Classic. This is a race with 14 horses with G1 title. Yes, 14. It was a war, a fight for greatness. Danedream easily won this match by 5 lengths and set the track record of Longchamp. This is a race of a lifetime. Rest in peace, the great champion. What is the best race in 2025? I think many of you will answer Saudi Cup. The duo of Forever Young and Romantic Warrior was insane. But what if I tell you there's a more intense, more aggressive, more astonishing race on the US Dirt 8 years ago? And that's our number 5. Arrogate, California Chrome, 2016 Breeders' Cup Classic.
Led every step of the way so far. Around the far turn, 3/4 up in 110 and 4. It has picked up a bit, and Victor Espinosa and California Chrome have a 2.5 length lead, and Mike Smith lets Arrogate loose, and here he comes. He's going to try to make a race of it with a 1/4 mile to run, and they're into the stretch, and California Chrome comes roaring home with Arrogate coming after him on the outside. A furlong to run. California Chrome put to the test. Arrogate full out. Can he stick with him? California Chrome. Arrogate still coming. California Chrome. Arrogate steals the show in the Breeders' Cup Classic. He has defeated California Chrome under Mike Smith in his 25th Breeders' Cup score.
To introduce how good the race was, let's talk about the 2 rivals. California Chrome, the US Double Crown winner, with 7 G1 titles, was having a flawless year in 2016. He is also the horse with the most prize money in North America. Arrogate, a 4-time G1 winner. His prime was very short but impressive. He won the first place back-to-back in 2016 and 17 world ranking. To be fair, California Chrome had a more accomplished career, but he was defeated by Arrogate not once but twice. Despite a shorter career, Arrogate reached the peak of his era. Number 4. Dubai Millenium, 2000 Dubai World Cup and Prince of Wales Stakes. Honestly, 2000 should be considered as the 20th century, but I still put it in because I want to talk about Dubai Millenium. This blue uniform is a symbol of modern racing, a weight of history. It belongs to Godolphin, the biggest force in horse racing world. Founded by UAE Prince Mohammed, this group owned countless great names in racing history. Sovereignty, Lamterra, Fantastic Light. Among them, the favorite horse of Prince Mohammed was Dubai Millenium. It is rare to see a front-runner succeed on Europe turf, and it's even rarer to see a horse master on both turf and dirt. Dubai Millenium was the meta on both.
Staying on in fifth place is Public First. Indigenous is under the way. Here they come round towards Arm Straight. 3 left to run. And it's still Dubai Millenium. Balance comes to the right. Winning Stack is also right there as well. That's for 1, 2, 3. This is incredible. Just look at this. Dubai Millenium is streaking away. Balance can do no more in second. Winning Stack is staying on all the time. It's a one-horse race. It's Dubai Millenium. Here comes Frankel in Victories. Dubai Millenium. He's annihilating them. He's romping away. This is the wonder horse. Dubai Millenium is coming out well good. In the Millenium Dubai World Cup. What a performance. Dubai Millenium wins it. Congratulations. In second place is Balance. Public First was there.
At the tail, coming towards the half mile now, and the pressure's really on. Dubai Millenium going 4 in front. Sender War just sitting in behind. They're about 5 or 6 lengths in front of battling on King Adam as they come towards the entrance to the home straight. Jerry Bailey on Dubai Millenium leads for home here by 4 lengths in the Prince of Wales. In second place is Sender War, who's battling on. A long gap in the field then to Sumitas from King Adam, and they're followed by Beat All. 2 furlongs left to run though. Dubai Millenium still 4 in front. In second place, Sender War making no impression at this stage. Followed then by Sumitas, Beat All, King Adam behind them. But as they come to the final furlong, it's Dubai Millenium. He's increased his advantage. He's gone 6 or 7 lengths in front. Sender War can't pick him up. Battling on as Beat All, but this is some performance. It's Dubai Millenium, Jerry Bailey, who goes on to win the Prince of Wales Stakes by 6 or 7 lengths. Fantastic.
After the insane showcase, Prince Mohammed was so confident. He proposed a deal with Monju at the prize money $6 million. Sadly, it didn't happen, or we might be able to witness the greatest match ever. Number 3. Harbinger, 2010 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Stakes.
Out in front by 2.5 lengths. Now Cape Blanco first to go and trying to ease between them, and does so as well as they round the turn. So it's Confront who's now starting to give way, and Cape Blanco call on for an effort. Workforce under the weapon. Harbinger poised on the outside, has ranged up very quickly inside the 2. Harbinger has raced past the Derby winner and the Irish Derby winner. He's taken it up the older horse. Harbinger's gone 4 lengths in front. Further back then is Cape Blanco as they race up now with half a furlong left to go, and Harbinger is roaring right away. He's going to win by a street. Harbinger wins the King George by the best part of 10 lengths. In second, Cape Blanco. In third then is Yum Zane, followed by Daria Kana, Workforce and Confront. Well, what an astounding victory.
Well, you might be curious. This race only had 6 runners. Why is this race ranked so high? In fact, in European racing, few runners is a common situation. In Japan, even getting the last place in Arima Kinnin can be treated as an honor. But in Europe, owners hate joining races that they cannot win. This can be related to some issues of prize money and betting system, but that's not our main topic. If the track is filled with at least G1 horses, most G2 and G3 horses will withdraw. and the ones left are the most competitive horses. In the 2010 King George, there were 3 accomplished horses. Workforce, again, the 2010 ARC winner. Kate Blanco, a 5-time G1 winner. Yong Zhang. Well, I want to spend some time talking about him because this might be the most unlucky racehorse I've ever seen. He's basically the Europe version of Stay Gold. If you check his record, he's constantly top 3 in major races, but he just couldn't win. The most impressive thing is that he got 2nd place in the ARC back to back to back. Yes, 3 ARC in a row. In 2007, he's defeated by the 6-time G1 winner, Dylan Thomas. In 2008, Zarkava, the Grace filly with 7 races, 7 wins, wrote down her undefeated legend. In 2009, finally, it should be his year. Suddenly, a yellow giant appeared. The best mid-distance horse in 21st century. The horse that only lost once in his entire career. This is See the Stars. See the Stars ended the 2009 with the most flawless year in racing history, with 6 G1 wins in 9 months. It's an honor, a destiny to lose to him by only 2 lanes. That's a proof of how good Yong Zhang really was. Harbinger, however, destroyed all rivals with a 11 lanes clear and set the track record. This race is also the best example to show how the rating system worked. Due to injuries, this would be the first and also last G1 race for Harbinger. Despite claiming just 1 G1 title, he was good enough to win the world ranking in 2010. Timeform also gave him the score 140, the same score as Dancing Brave and See the Stars. IFHA gave him 135, the same score as Equinox. In racing, one major performance can change your career. Surprisingly, Harbinger's bloodline is very successful in Japan. The most famous one is Blessed One Piece. Number 2. Frankel, 2012 Queen Anne Stakes.
Clear view of the front and he's ranging up to join Bullet Train. Worth that side glance, Red Jazz pushed along, Strong Suit, Premier Loco, and it's Frankel that gallops into the lead. Acceleration is again trying to go with him as they race inside the final quarter mile, and Quealy says go on the champ. It's Frankel that leads the way and he opens up in tremendous style. 4 or 5 lengths clear of Acceleration. The rest are well beaten up and it's all the way for Frankel. It's going to be 11 from 11 here. The champion of the world, Frankel in majestic form by 8 or 9 in the Queen Anne. Brilliant performance in the second Acceleration, just holding on from solid.
Frankel. How should I describe this horse? If I have to tell the full story, I need a 1-hour video. I think many new horse fans don't understand why many media call him the GOAT. In a nutshell, the reason is that most horses defeated by Frankel are all-time great level horses. As I emphasized in the beginning, greatness needs to be proven by your rivals. This race is the best example to show how Frankel made all these G1 runners look like G3 horses. Acceleration is the biggest victim. His career was basically Meisho Doto. When Frankel didn't participate, he was good enough to win 3 G1 races. When Frankel came, he lost 5 times in a row. The same thing happened to almost all elite horses in Frankel's era. If you are interested in the story, leave your comments and let me know. Finally, we get to number 1. This is actually the easiest choice on my list. Flightline 2022 Pacific Classic Stakes.
Extra Hope is next. Country Grammar down at the rail. Stiletto Boy, Express Train, and still last is Royal Ship's going to come running, but he's got a good 10 lengths to make up on Flightline. Let's see, a quarter of a mile to go in the Pacific Classic. Flavion Pratt and Flightline are an embarrassing lead. It must be 15 lengths as they turn for home now. And let's see, Flavion Pratt just shakes the reins at Flightline. And take a good look at this, because you're not going to see this too often, maybe never again. Flightline, 20 lengths clear. Flavion Pratt takes a hold and canters in the TVG Pacific Classic. Second place will go to Country Grammar. Then came Royal Ship.
The modern version of Secretariat, the alien on the racetrack. The second place in the race was actually good enough to win the Dubai World Cup, but Flightline destroyed him by 19.5 lengths. One sad thing about Flightline is that he had too many health concerns, so he couldn't race the Triple Crown. He couldn't race too much. However, in the 6 races he participated, he won all of them by average 12 lengths. That's pure domination. Now, his children are going to race in the near future. Let's see how far his bloodline can go. This is the end of the video. Share your thoughts in the comments. If you are interested in the story of Deep Impacts, I have 2 complete lore series in my channel. Also, follow my Twitter to see some of my artworks. I'm RAC. See you in the next one.